Y'all, look at her. She's already cleaning the nails. Like, she came with these dusty nails. No, look. She over there trying to clean her nails. Like, I'm not the nail tech to clean her nails. Oh, my God, look at her.
Because you're trying to record me with my dirty nails. I'm going to be very butthurt.
Her nails is not even dirty. Like, her nails is never even dirty. She's just very princessy. That's all. That's all.
It's a fat difference.
I will be doing a voiceover over this anyway, but this is my girl. We're gonna chit chat, so I don't want y'all in my business. Ooh, I love those blue Crocs. I'm rebranding. As you can see, my business is going to be blue, white, black, gold.
I like it though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna change these chairs out. I need to get a couple things before I do move out. But soon, I'm gonna start putting them in my storage, and then when it's time to move, I'll get them out the storage.
No, I like it. I was like, she changed her whole website.
I did.
She's big bougie.
Had to, because I had that website I made that website years ago. So.
She's big bougie out here, y'all.
Clock that tea.
I like it a lot. It's so pretty. It's just so elegant, so classy.
Thank you. So can you tell them the inspo behind your nails, please?
Okay, so the nails are supposed to go with my birthday dress and my hair, because it's going to be a gold dress, and then I have purple hair, and I just threw the white in there.
Purple hair?
Why not?
This is a different breed, y'all. Y'all don't know, but enough of the rambling. I might jump in here and there in this video to show you guys, but I'm about to get into my full prep, and I'll do a voiceover, of course, if I miss out on anything. Look at her. She just don't want me to be great to record. But we will definitely get into it, so let's go. Let me just say one thing. Y'all, the nail, you see, she just don't want me to record, y'all. She is a pet. She's bad. So a nail tech's worst nightmare is when, if you know, you know, but when the drill falls and it bends the drill bit itself, that's literally like the worst. Like, it literally has like a bouncing sensation. You guys can't really tell, but like, if I slow it down. But so what I do when that happens, because I did order a new one, y'all can't really see that it's bent, but instead of using it as high as I would usually, I push it. Are you mocking me? Oh, she got to go, y'all. She got to go. You was banned from booking. Don't come here.
I'm done. We done.
But let's get into it anyway. So I do put it on a low setting, and I push it as low as possible to where it doesn't have as much of a bouncing to it. Like this, by far, is good. So we'll work with it.
And then off camera, she just scrapes my nails.
You want your nails done? You better behave yourself.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all, so by now you guys should already know the basic prep when it comes to doing acrylic nails, but if you guys don't, I will be here to show you guys. So I realized I haven't done a video like this in a while, especially with a voiceover, but I decided to do this today because I thought it would be interesting to show you guys an updated way on how I do things. Don't mind us, we were chatting, but of course I went in with my sanding band, just removing all of the shine off of her natural nails, and I made sure I did that on both hands. And as you guys could see, I made sure that I was using my sanding band to also push back her cuticles, because you got to know the difference with different people's nails. Not everybody has cuticles that you can cut off. Some people just need their cuticles pushed back with like a cuticle pusher, or maybe even just using the sanding band drill bit and the drill bit itself. So I think that's super important on knowing the difference, because you will literally cut somebody and they will literally start bleeding because they never even had cuticles to push back to begin with, just because their cuticles are rolled in and not rolled out to where you need to necessarily cut it. And for example, she has one of those cuticles where I don't have to do too much. So after that, I did go ahead and went in with my cuticle bit, and I used that to actually remove any dead skin that was closer to the cuticle that I might have not been able to get off with the sanding band. So that's what I went ahead and did with all of my nails, and I made sure that I went over it to make sure it was super clean, super flush, super pushed back, because that is definitely key to longevity, and that's definitely key to great retention, because If the nails is lifting at the cuticles itself, the nails will definitely not last. And this is my favorite drill bit also, and I just now started to implement that again, but this time I just got it in a bigger size so that it could clean more. So I went ahead and dust off the nails. Those are my favorite nail tips that I get off Amazon. They are probably roughly around like $8. My favorite square no C curve tips. So definitely when you're looking into tips, make sure that they are no C curve. And you could get no C curve in coffin, square, things of that sort. But anywho, I went ahead and measured her nails and just making sure everything matched. Another good tip to great retention is making sure that the tips are not too small and they're not too big, and they actually fit sidewall to sidewall. And sometimes you can get away if it's literally like a centimeter smaller, but no less than that. Like, if you know, you know, because sometimes some days you gotta finesse it, but other days, majority of the time, it's important to make sure that it's sidewall to sidewall, because as the nails grow, if they are too big, then the nail tips will literally have too much leeway to wiggle and pop off. So you want to make sure it actually fits the structure of their natural nail base to ensure that the nails is growing out with their natural nails, and it literally acts as a foundation like the real nails does. I went in with my KDS nail glue, which is my favorite all-time nail glue. I love it. That is my favorite glue, and I feel like it works perfectly for me because it helps the nail tips last. And I went ahead with my tips. Now, you know you got some good nail tips when you don't have to hold your nail tips onto the nail forever for it to dry. So that glue and my nail tips that I use go hand in hand, and I really love that combination together because, of course, everything plays a factor to long lasting nails. It's not just the way you prep, but it's the material you use, from the glues to the tips to the type of sanding band to the type of prep that you use, to the type of acrylic that you use, to even the type of monomer that you use. Like, everything literally plays a role. So if you got the best of the best products, then you are literally doing your big one. She will never get these nails out of me ever in my life.
No, I can't fuck shit with
Ever. Is this okay?
That's nice.
This is what she does, guys. The girl booked a medium set. You see, and I don't do this for all my clients, so please, y'all, don't get it twisted.
I just want to see.
Now she just want to see, right?
Oh, yeah,
Right? It's because it's her birthday.
That's long.
What do you want, girl?
Before.
Okay, so now she want to take one off. She don't know what she wants. She don't know what she
I
wants.
don't know what she's talking about.
So is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay, period. So we're gonna cut it right there since she indecisive.
Now,
I
what
just
if I
want to make
change
sure.
my mind last minute?
Then I don't know what she's gonna do because I already cut the tip off. She's usually a lone girl.
I've done that. Listen, I just need this. I have to function.
She has to. Oh, now she got to function,
I
right?
have to.
Every function you want
Why
to
you be
function, but
coming
this
for
function
me?
you want to
No,
function, right?
Because the last set was like Christmas or Thanksgiving or something.
No, it wasn't no Christmas. That's the white Frenchie with the bubbled lines and the gold flower thingy that I said that was cool. Yeah, you don't remember?
Was it not Thanksgiving?
I think it was, but it wasn't no Christmas. You ain't even come for Christmas.
I came in spirit, girl.
You came in spirit.
Yeah.
The money ain't come in spirit.
See, that's the best part.
No, literally. But anyways, so moving forward, I like to crisp out the nail tips before application, after application, and sometimes even after nail art, because I just like that overall crisp look. And that's one thing my clients truly love when they do get their nails with me. They love not only the shape, the crispness of it, and the sleekness of the application, which is really important. So after I did that, I did go ahead and blend the nail tips into the nail base itself. And I love this method because I feel like the more seamless and flat that the nail tips lay in the base of the nails itself, the longer that the nails last. Because if you got a lifting part of the tip, the nails are bound to pop off eventually, because when you're putting tips, you're automatically, obviously, depending on the tips to give that extra length and that stability as well. So the way the tips sit is actually a very important and crucial part to the nails itself. But moving forward, I did go ahead with my Mia Secret dehydrator and my Young Nail Protein Bond. I used to use like the nail bond primer, or the no lift primer, I think it's called, and I just stopped because once I realized everything play hand in hand. As long as you make sure there's no dust on the nails when you're trying to dehydrate and prep, and you're doing the proper steps, less is truly more. And I realized that I do good with just these two. Some people have to do 2 coats of the protein bond, 1 coat of dehydrator, or have to use the no lift prep or whatever. But honestly, I've been doing these for the last 3 years, and I've went through a lot of trials and tribulations, but I realized this is what works for me, and my nails literally last maximum like 2 months. Now usually my girls like to come in for different sets because a lot of my girls are very cutesy, bougie, whatever you want to call it, and they like new sets. Sometimes they want a pink base, sometimes they want a nude base, sometimes they want encapsulation in the nails, or whatever the case may be. So they tend to soak their nails off and get new sets. Or sometimes, for the most part, if the nails are still on, my girls don't mind getting a refill because it makes sense to save your coins. And although I'm a nail tech and I'm about my money, when it comes to my clients, I truly have a soft spot for my clients. That's why sometimes I do let them get a little bit longer in their nails, or even add a little razzle dazzle to the nails for them, because when you love what you do, it's really never that deep, because I always feel like I'm going to always be blessed when I look out for my clients, and especially my loyal clients. But of course, I love all of my clients, period. So coming into application is truly my favorite part when it comes to doing nails. I went ahead and put my first bead sideways just to show you guys an example. Sometimes I like to do that when it comes to like my smaller fingers, especially if my clients have really small nails, because I realized it helps me lay the acrylic better instead of it sliding all throughout the side. Now, I still sometimes feel like I'm not the best that I could be at application, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. So I truly like to say that I grew a lot when it comes to application, because my application now is very much seamless, very clean, and I don't necessarily even have to drill if I don't want to after I do application, because my application is literally so sleek. And a huge disclaimer, y'all, I'm a little stuffy, so if I sound like that, it's because I am literally under the weather. But again, we're going in with our application. I went back to my favorite acrylic powder, which was the Perfect Nude from Valentino. I was using the Classic Nude, and I wanted like a really light creamy. So to get that, I did go ahead and purchase like a Classic Nude, and I would literally mix it with clear acrylic to give like a more natural, clear, milky base, if you know what I mean. And I liked that method for a little while, but I went back to my Perfect Nude because I just love that acrylic powder, and I don't think anything's gonna take that nude acrylic place. So I went back to that, and I love it, and I feel like it just goes with majority of my client's skin tone. But I'm a nail tech that like to color match, so I like to color match with polish, acrylic powders, like the color bases. Like, I'm very particular when it comes to my clients, because I like to make sure everything makes sense for them, and they also love it, and they have a favorite of something as well. But in regards to the acrylic, I went ahead and continue to do my 2 bead methods. Sometimes I do even 3 bead methods, but for the most part, I did do 2 bead methods on the acrylic application. And here you see me going in with another one just to make sure that the apex of the nails is just like perfect. This client, she does not like bulky nails, so she likes her nails very seamless, very like not thin, but in the middle, not too thick and not too thin. And that's why I make sure my first bead I always pat it in very flat, and then I go in with my second and just layer it out to make sure that it does give a sleek look. But everything in regards to that is pretty self-explanatory. But look at the application, y'all. Y'all cannot tell me I'm not eating up the application, because I really am. And again, I'm going in with a third bead just to make sure the top apex is good enough, because I would hate for her to hit her finger and snap a nail because I did not do the proper structure of a nail. So I just be mindful of that too, because if it was me, I'd be pissed and I'd be calling me and texting me like, girl, is you crazy? But anyway, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of my application, and I'm going to jump back in where I feel like it's needed. But as of now, I just want you guys to pay attention to how I'm picking up my beads, how I'm patting in the acrylic, and how I'm making sure that I'm cleaning every aspect. I do like to go in with my thumb sometimes and swipe the edge of the acrylic off of the nail, just because I feel like it also keeps the crisp structure of the nail that I filed to create. But look at that thumb, y'all. Oof. I just love application. Application is literally my favorite part. But y'all keep on watching and stay tuned for this video. So after I got done with application, I went in with my 8080 zebra nail file, and this nail file is literally my favorite, but I would like to say that it is pretty sharp, so you definitely want to be careful. And what I like to do before I use my file, sometimes I go ahead and season it. So that means pretty much scraping your file against another file to make sure that the edges are not so sharp, but in a sense to kind of dull it out just a little bit so that it's not so harmful or harsh to your client's skin. Because I am guilty, sometimes the nail file is probably a little too sharp and I might forget to season it and might just cut my client. But that is not something that typically happens all the time. But to be mindful and safe, I definitely would say to anybody else, definitely season your nail files, because we love a crisp look, but we do not want to be cutting our clients out here at all. So after I went ahead and did that, I didn't really need to go in with my 4-in-1 drill bit, but I did anyway because I felt like it just gave it a more cleaner look, and I was doing that to show you guys how clean it was and sleek. But I went in head with my 4-in-1 drill bit, and I just drove it across the cuticle of the nails to make sure that it was literally sealed and flat. And that's another key to longevity and retention when it comes to your nails. You want to make sure that your cuticles are sealed the same way you want to make sure those tips are sealed and blended with the nails. You want to make sure that the acrylic is sealed to the cuticles. Like literally no lifting should be present in the first week to 3 weeks of your client's nails, like at all. Because what happens is a lot of different things. Like there's a lot of different things that can occur from the nail being lifted. Like water can get trapped, you could cause nail mildew, like it's a lot. So you just want to be mindful. But anyways, after that, I went ahead and repeated the same steps on the other hand, which I will let you guys watch and see as well, going in with crisping the edges of the nails. And when it comes to filing, you want to make sure that you file under the nails as well. Like what I mean by that, you want to make sure that you pass the filer under the nails and turn them slightly sideways to make sure that you lifting it up. And sometime before I do file, I do allow the file to, like, I literally take the nail file and I apply pressure to the skin just a little bit, just to remove any acrylic that's stuck to the skin, so that it's visible to me and that I can file it off and clean it. So of course, going back in with my 4-in-1 drill bit, doing that to all the other nails. And after I did that, voila, we did have a lunch break, so we actually ate. But this is how my client's nails turned out for her birthday. This is her inspiration. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.